Meteorologist Adam Stiles. We're keeping an eye on some tricky weather during the day tomorrow. Right now it's all warm and rain, but it gets a little icy and much colder as we go through the day. On the satellite radar, we've got a big swath of rain we're continuing to work through tonight. More of it through the morning hours, and then take a look at the temperature difference. What's happening right now from Sudbury to Thunder Bay. About 20 degrees plus there as far as that temperature swing is concerned. And we're going to see a big drop in temperatures as we go through the day tomorrow. And there is that risk of some freezing rain coming our way from midday, and then a little bit of snow as we get in toward the evening. So some tricky travel setting up for us. We may even run the risk of doing a bit of a flash freeze around here. But then once we get in after this system, there's another wave of energy that's going to come through that's going to be producing snow. It's going to be a very close call for us here in Toronto, but I do think it will be a miss. The system, though, midday tomorrow, not going to be a miss. Also, don't dress for the temperatures you're going to feel in the morning. Dress for winter weather because it is going to get significantly colder as the day progresses. We'll start the day near 8, but by the evening we'll be close to -8. That's how big of a temperature swing we're going to see. Then we'll get a little bit of snow. That's only a trace to 2 centimeters of snow. This forecast model is the one that takes it the furthest to the north, and it hugs it right along the lakeshore, which would get to some accumulation. I still think it's going to be about 200 kilometers to the south than what this model is doing. So we are looking at the potential of some snow on Saturday morning, but it's looking less likely that it is going to be a major snowfall here for us as the storm track trend is to the south. I'm going to walk you through the 4 main forecast models. Just bear with me here. This one keeping most of that heavier snow well down toward the south, basically in through the Niagara region. So with that, still high impact for areas like Niagara Falls. Here in Toronto, a couple of centimeters still possible. Not looking great, but Niagara still on the cusp of getting into some of the heavier snow. Even Hamilton, that's how close of a call we're talking about the potential for some major snow. This is the GFS model. I think it's a little out to lunch. It's the one that's putting out the most snow in the Niagara Falls region, out in through Kingston, Eastern Ontario. Again, I do think this system is going to be further toward the south. And here's the latest forecast model. This is the one that I showed you that had the animated precipitation. Well, still puts us down with a couple of centimeters there for Saturday morning, and it is going to be a much bigger deal for those folks down in toward the falls. So for us, it's going to be the cold air that we're going to see. Tomorrow is going to be the focus. Tricky travel through midday into the afternoon if you have plans to be out and about. Saturday morning, a little bit of snow, but we can deal with that. We drive through a couple of centimeters of snow as long as it's not during the morning commute, and it's going to happen on a Saturday, so the impact may not be that high. There is the only caveat that system sneaks a little bit further toward the north, and we get into a little bit more of that snow, but we're going to keep an eye on that during the day tomorrow. So most important thing is arrange your travel to deal with the freezing rain threat that we have during the day tomorrow from midday in toward the evening. I'll have an updated forecast and any new numbers coming your way tonight at 11.